wanna fuck with us? Ashes to ashes, that's the dust. Now bang, and let your fucking brains hang. Snitches, fuck all the nigga bitches with riches who carry 22s up in they hosiery. A black teller when my father busted and loaded me. Think he just finished sniffing the key and dipping the D's. Don't hate me, Hillary Bonds for hitting my mom's letting the condom pop. Nigga, I was born in the drop. Coke boiling the pot. Shake the feds and rush shots at them street cops. Fuck your point is. My point is double fours at your fucking jaws pointed. Hollow point shit. 4.6. Need I say more? How do you get the point?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JP Show. As you guys should know by now, I am your host, JP. And I want to just say welcome and thank everybody for coming back to the show. We do have a big announcement today. Today is the 10th show of our short little broadcast. So we've been here for 10 shows, which is a milestone. Let's give it up with a little hand clap. We've been here for 10 shows, so that's good, and I'm happy about that, and I hope we do another 10, and another 10, and another 10, and next thing you know, we'll be celebrating our 100th show. But let's start where we got to start, from the beginning. So we 10 shows in. Thank you guys for joining and enjoying and commenting and having a good time with us so far. I do want to advise you guys to like, subscribe, comment on the show. And let's get into it. You know, we do topics, but before we do the topics, last week, I advised you guys that I'm going to be starting a new segment on the show, and it's called Get It Off Your Chest. So, Get It Off Your Chest today, we have a couple of topics here for Get It Off Your Chest. I did get an anonymous, I want to say caller or anonymous person that wanted me to, because last week I talked about the Dominican's barber that jacked my hair cut up, and so I got some other guys that I guess they want me to talk about more Dominican barbers. So we have Dominican Barbers round 2. We also have on Get It Off Your Chest, if you don't like your job, that doesn't mean that I have to not like mine as well. We'll get into that. And we also have people don't say thank you anymore. And that's on Get It Off Your Chest. Now for the topics today, we have ladies, if you show your ass and tits, what do you expect? Guys, do you want the woman to pay half the date? And number 3, we have 30 days to have sex. Let's go ahead and get it off your chest. So the anonymous person, he wanted me to talk about Dominican Barbers round 2. Dominican Barbers, for some strange reason, they like to lean on you while they're cutting your hair. And this is very true. I have gone through this a lot with some Dominican barbers that I go to. For whatever reason, they want to lean their body on you, which usually, you know, comes to the point where they're actually leaning their dicks on your arm, which is like super nasty, disgusting, and uncomfortable. And every time you move your arm or you move yourself, they either pull you back over, you know, because I understand there's a, you know, they're working with the light and they want the angle and they want to get your head, whatever. So they pull your head or your body back over, and then they just keep leaning their bodies on you. And I have no clue on why they do that so much. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why my body have to touch your body, or your body has to touch my body. Like, it's really weird to me. And it's really like uncomfortable, to keep it a buck with you. And also, the anonymous person wanted me to also talk about, why do Dominican barbers, they hook your eyebrows up, but they won't hook your edge up? like people go to Dominican barbers because they supposed to have the dope edge up. They hook your edge up. You know, they do the razor. you know, they razor your edge up and they hook it up. But they'll just start swiping your eyebrows and cleaning your eyebrows, and you haven't even asked for that. You know what I'm saying? Your eyebrows be sharper than your edge up. Dominicans, give us a break. Like, to be honest with you, black people, we don't really come up doing our eyebrows. Black men, we don't come up doing our eyebrows. So that's not really a, you know, getting our eyebrows arched is not really a thing for us. So we don't really care too much about that. We mostly care about our edge up. For a black man, the edge up is it. It's the most important thing, period, on our head. Is we care about the shape up, the line up. If that's on point, we don't care about nothing else. That could be all messed up. But if you got a sharp, and don't push my hairline back, okay, to try to get it sharp. Like, don't push my hairline back. But if you got a sharp hairline, come on. Black people, we don't care about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, Dominican Barbers, if you're watching, keep your dick off of our arm and keep your razor blade away from our eyebrows. We don't care about eyebrows. We care about our edge up, line me up, and make it sharp. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the second one we have here. Get it off your chest, baby. If you don't like your job, then that doesn't mean I have to like mine. I have to not like mine. So this is the situation. I've worked with, matter of fact, let me just say I don't work anymore. I am currently unemployed. I do not work at all. Period. I don't work. Period. Don't work. Yes, I'm super happy. And I will say this. I haven't worked in, and this is my choice not to work, by the way. I don't want people to think like I'm just a bum and I'm not doing nothing. This is my choice not to work. But I haven't worked for 2 years. I think it's going to be 2 years. It's going to be 2 years coming up. I feel so refreshed, so happy. Just want to say that to the people. I feel very refreshed, very happy being unemployed and not working. Well, I am employed. I work for myself, but not working for somebody else. Secondly, when I did used to work for a company, and I used to go to work and mingle with my coworkers and stuff like that, there was always somebody that, because they hated their job, I had to hate the job too. Like, they would always, you know, make these comments, and they would be, you know, yelling and screaming, and I hate this job, and I would be honest. I would say, yo, the job is okay with me. I like the job. I'm cool. Oh, you like this job? Why do you like this job for? Nobody likes this job. This job is stupid and it's dumb and it's... Listen, this is the thing. And I used to tell this person, if you don't like your job, then find another job. It's that simple, and it's not hard to do. It's really not hard to do. If you don't like the job that you're at, and this not just goes for the person that I was working with, but this goes for anybody across the board. If you don't like it, find a new one. It's that simple. You don't have to go through any type of stuff that you don't want to go through. If the job is too much for you, if you don't like the people, if you don't like your boss, you know, or if you don't like your superiors, your supervisor, you know, if there's an issue going on, the first thing you should do is go to your superiors, your supervisor, your manager, and explain what your issue is and try to get it, you know, situated. Outside of that, if it can't be situated and nothing can be done, don't take your time going to this job complaining and fussing and bickering every single day and trying to get other people to not like the job because you don't like your job. It's ridiculous. It's upsetting to the people that actually do like their job and don't have a problem with their job. It's upsetting to them. I used to have to go to work. Let me tell you, I used to have to go to work every day. I used to work with this guy. I don't want to say his name because he might be watching. I used to have to go to work, and I go to work with this guy every day. He was an Asian guy. And he would come to work every day and yelling and screaming, telling me how much he hate his job, telling me how much I should hate the job. How do you tell another person how they should feel? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I like the job, leave me alone. It's like everybody feel like we have to do, you know, what other people, we have to feel how other people feel. It's like we all have a mind of our own. We all have our own emotions, our own brains, our own everything. We don't have to do the same thing that you do. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to feel the same way that you feel. I can have my own feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't like the job, let me get to the point where I don't like the job from the reasons why I don't like the job. Guys, let me know. Leave a comment and let me know that if you've dealt with this before on your job, where somebody didn't like their job and it was constantly, you know, it felt like they was attacking you, maybe because you didn't have a problem with your job or you liked your job. And it felt like they was attacking you to not like the job because they didn't like their job. It's like ridiculous, man. It's too much. It's annoying. Like, and I've always been the type of person, especially when I was at work, I never complained about a job. There's been times when, look, I'm a keep it all the way a buck with you guys. I'm a black man, a real black man. There's been times in this country where I could not find a job for a year. I remember one time I went a whole year, and not saying I wasn't looking, I was looking every single day. Every single day. I could not find a job for a whole year, and I don't have a record. So imagine the people that's getting out of prison that have records. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no record, and I could not find a job for a whole year. So I'm not the type of person that I complain about things like that. I don't whine and complain. So when I get a job, I'm happy to be working. I'm happy to have a job. I'm happy to have income coming in. And if I don't like the job, or I might just take a job, even though it may be a basic, you know, job or whatever, I might take the job and get that job and then work on getting something else that I like, that I want to be at, or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So I never complain. I've never ever, I never ever in all the years that I've worked, I've never ever complained about a job. Never. But, you know, because I've been through the struggles, like real struggling. You know what I'm saying? So if I received a job, if I, you know, applied and they hired me, I was going to take that job and I was going to do my best. And then if I felt like I could do better as far as the job goes, then I go get another job. You know what I'm saying? But never, ever did I ever complain about a job. But it happens a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you've gone through, you know, something like that where you're trying to do your job, you're happy with your job, you don't have no problems with it, and you know you got, and it'll be, sometimes it'll be one person, it'd be multiple. It'd be multiple people that just be complaining about their job. So let me know, guys, in the comments if you ever had to go through that where you like your job, but people at the job just constantly complaining. All right, and the last on, people don't say thank you anymore. Guys, are you going through this? Because I feel like I'm really going through this right now. Like, people don't say thank you. I've had, let me tell you, instance. I went to the store a couple weeks ago, went to the ATM machine, two guys behind me. One guy asked me for $2. I gave one in my pocket, I gave him $2. He says nothing. He just walked out of the store and went on his way. And I'm looking like, didn't I just give this guy $2? Like, is there a thank you? No thank you. I mean, I'm the type of person where I'm very giving, and I don't have no problem with giving and whatever, because you know, I always feel like it'll come back to you. You know what I'm saying? If you give, the more you give, it'll come back to you. So I'm always giving. Have no problem with giving. But I mean, if somebody give me something, you know, I will say thank you, like up front, like right there. And if I will say thank you, I have no problem with saying thank you. But for whatever reason, the people in today's time, and that's how I was taught. Like, I was taught to say thank you. Like, that's a big, big thing. For me, that's a big thing. Like, it makes me upset. I remember plenty of times holding the door for people, and they just walk through, and they don't say thank you. And then women wonder why, and mostly of them be women, and they wonder why they talking about chivalry is dead. Chivalry not really dead. It's just that men just tired of being abused. That's what it is. Men is tired of being abused. But can we get back to saying thank you? I had an instance last weekend where I gave a guy something. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing something. I don't want to get too far into it because the person may watch and I don't want, you know what I mean? But I gave a guy something and he took it and didn't say thank you. And I was just like so like dumbfounded, just sitting there like how could you didn't have anything. Then I gave something to you out the kindness of my heart. The least thing that you could say is thank you, man. Like, let me know, guys, do you feel like, is it, or could it be just me? It could be just me. Are people, you know, saying thank you anymore? Or are they just taking? I find that people just take from you and take from you and take from you. And they don't give back to the cause and they don't say thank you. Do you find that, or is it just me? It could be just me. But I feel like people just take and they don't give back. You know what I'm saying? So I've been having an issue with people not saying thank you, and I don't understand it because I'm a person where I always say thank you. For people, they give me whatever they give me, I always say thank you. If I ask somebody something and they give it to me, I'm always gracious, I'm humble, I say thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to come off like I'm being rude or taking your I don't know. Man, please, listen, if you do anything for me, I'm very happy for it, and I'm definitely going to say thank you. But let me know in the comments if you guys have had any problems with people possibly not saying thank you, or just taking, even if people just take from you and they don't give back to the cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had plenty of people that they tell me like, yo, we always, you know, I'm always chipping in for whatever, if it's beer or liquor or whatever. And another person just come in and they just drink up all our stuff and they don't even chip in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really happening. You know what I'm saying? People just take. They don't say thank you. They don't say anything. So let me know, guys, if you feel the way I feel. Are we just done by the wayside, or we don't have any, like, we just done? Seem like we're finished. Like, we don't have all the things that our parents taught us growing up. It's like it's all just being washed away, just totally just washed away. So that's the segment for get it off your chest. We got it off our chest. Let's move in to the topics. First topic of today. Ladies, if you show your ass and tits, what do you expect? I mean, really. Now, we've been going through this for years upon years upon years upon years. Ladies come out the house with their ass out, with their tits out. And if a guy approached them in a certain type of way, they look at you like you did something wrong. But ladies, I gotta get you to understand that, like, you are what you eat. If you look like something, a guy is going to portray you as that something. If you look like a hoe, you know this the JP show. Hey, listen, it's the JP show. We keep it all the way real here. We keep it all the way a buck. We don't fake it out or nothing. If you look like a hoe, if you walk out the house and you basically butt ass naked and you look like a hoe, most guys is going to think that you're a hoe. A guy is not going to think that you're a princess when you look like a hoe. Now you guys, females, y'all got to keep it a buck with us. Keep it a buck. If I walked out the house with a mini skirt on and a halter top, what would you think? I'm waiting. What would you think? Would you think I'm a heterosexual male and I just love women? No, you would not. You would not. If I had on a mini skirt and a little tube top shirt with my belly out, my belly button hanging out, would you look at me like, oh, I want to get with him? That's the guy of my dreams. No, you would not. You would look at me like, okay. You wouldn't even talk to me like, if I came up to talk to you like, hey, what's up? Can I get your number? And I got a mini skirt on, you'd be like, dude, are you crazy? Like, if you're not a hoe, basically, don't dress like a hoe. I know this is 2021 and you can wear what you want to wear and we could be what we want to be. We don't have to da-da-da-da. I get it. I get it. But just know, if you're dressing up with your tits out, like I've been outside on occasions where I've seen women's areola. Like I'm dead looking at the areola like, damn, that shit is beautiful. Yo, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Or shorty got an ass so I can see her whole crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it a buck with us. Don't do that to us. And the one thing, too, I want to express to women is that men, mentally, we could be on another stratosphere, another wave, another way of thinking. Our pattern of thinking could be, if you're around a guy and you got your tits and your ass out and you're all over him and you're flirting with him, and you're turning him on and you're giving him his thought process like, I could have this woman. And then all of a sudden, when it's time and he approach, all of a sudden you say, oh, I don't get down like that. I'm not that type of woman. What do you think I am? The thing is that, guys, you got to understand that we're different. We're really different. Like, we really have something in us that, like, is crazy. It is crazy. I can't even explain what it is, but we have something in us that you could do all that stuff, and you turn us on. You turn a guy on so to the point where it's like he just wanted, and he's very aggressive. He's very, very, very aggressive. You gotta really walk that line on how you flirt with a guy. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. You really have to watch that line. Don't cross that line, especially if you don't want to get with the guy. You don't want nothing. Don't be throwing your tits. I have females throw their tits on me or hugging on me, all this stuff. They got their ass and their tits out. They putting my head in their tits and oh, boo, boo. And then when they come down, oh, no. I don't do that. I don't get down like, yo, you just put my whole head in your tits. I know, we was just joking around. You can't joke with guys like that. No. You cannot. Ladies, you cannot joke with guys like that at all. Like, what happened to the women that used to dress up classy? classy dress up. Like, do women have to have their ass out all the time? I mean, I can remember as a kid, and I'll keep it a buck with you. We used to go to Hooters back in the day. I don't know if the guys remember this, but we used to go to Hooters back in the day to like get a peek at women with their titties out and shit like that. Like that was our thing back in the day. Or we used to get magazines from the store of you know, women in Playboy or Hustler magazine and stuff like that. Like that's how we seen a woman back in the day. Like on the streets, there wasn't women on the streets that had their tits out. You might seen a little cleavage, or if your girl was going out, y'all was going out or something, there might be a little cleavage, but nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not like today. Not like today where you can see a whole areola. You know what I'm saying? Like in the summertime, I see chicks, they just have like a star on their nipples and their whole tits is out. Real talk. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. But I just want you to understand, you're being perceived a certain way when you do that. Could be that you're easy, could be you're a hoe, could be whatever, but you're being perceived a certain type of way. And that's just what it is. Like, don't get upset. Oh, I'm not that type of girl. Well, you look like that type of girl. So what is a guy supposed to do? If a guy see you, you got your tits out and your ass out, how is he supposed to approach you? He's going to approach you the way that you're looking. You look like a hoe, so he's going to approach you like a hoe. I know, don't kill the messenger, please. Don't kill the messenger. I know some of you women, y'all going to yell and scream at me and all this. I get it. But it's real. It's truly, truly real. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of females, you guys are doing too much. And you're walking around and you, like, with your tits out, and it's just like, come on. It's nothing wrong with dressing it up. It's nothing wrong with looking classy and looking sophisticated and looking nice. Like, that, you don't know it, you may not know it, but that really gets to men. Like, men like that. Men like women that I could daydream about what you look like. Like, it's not already, your clothes is not already off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get off on that too. It's not a problem if your clothes is already off. But we also like when we can daydream and we can just go into our brain and just think. Like, I go and see a woman and she's fully dressed and she's classy looking and she's nice and she got everything put together. That turns me on, to be honest with you. I'm being honest. That turns me on more than I see a woman that's butt naked. It is what it is. And I approach them as such. I don't approach them like, yo, ho, come over here and do some hoe activities. You know what I'm saying? I approach them as a grown, sexy, sophisticated, classy woman. I approach them the correct way. A lot of women, y'all want to be approached as a classy, sophisticated woman, but you look like a hoe. Come on, man. Come on. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. That's not how the world works. It's not. So let's not, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. And I'm trying to keep it a buck and keep it real with you. This is the JP Show. You know we keep it all the way real. And I'm sure it's starting to get hot outside. And I'm sure we're going to see some women butt naked really, really soon. So if you get classified as a hoe, don't get mad because JP told you you being perceived as a hoe because of the way that you are carrying yourself. You know what I'm saying? So clean that up. If you clean that up and you put some clothes on, then it may be something different. Then we could talk about now, if you're being perceived as a hoe and you are fully clothed, then we'll talk about something else, why that is. You know what I'm saying? But let's clean that up. We'll be back with the second half of the JP show in a minute. Thank you, guys.